Hey everybody, Ryan here from Rhino Hockey Channel. Alright, we had one playoff game tonight between Vegas and Colorado. So, gonna be a quick video going over that. And my predictions went down the tank tonight. Anyways, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment and share the video, and let's get started. Alright, like I said, game 6 between Colorado and Vegas. Vegas is up 3-2. They're back home tonight, so I'd definitely say there is a bit of an advantage there. So let's see how this one went. Well, my Stanley Cup prediction went down the drain because I picked Colorado to win the whole thing, and they lost tonight. Colorado, why do you tease the greatness and then not have it at the most important time? Could we put this on Kadri? No, I don't think it's his fault. I don't think he's that integral to the team like he was with Toronto, but didn't help. I mean, McKinnon, as you can see on the screen, he had 2 points tonight. For his first 2 points since, I believe that is game 2. So, he had been mostly invisible for the middle games of this series. And honestly, they just did not capitalize on chances. I mean, that one game they were up 2-1. Late in the third, they let Vegas tie it, and then they scored early in the overtime to win it. If that had gone the other way, where would this game have been? Or would we be in a game 7 right now? Well, we're not, because Vegas wins this series 4-2. Colorado fans, very disappointing year, I understand. And there's a lot of questions for this team going forward. Well, not questions like, can they do this again? I think they could still be a very good team next year and beyond. They still have a lot of really good young talent coming up, but they do have a big free agent in Gabriel Landeskog, who was a UFA after this season. So that was a big one. Brandon Saad, I think everybody, including Saad, knew it was a one-year experiment. And he didn't have a terrible year. He didn't have a over-the-top spectacular year either. Had good playoffs. I mean, he only had 1 assist, and that happened today. But he had, I believe, 6 or 7 goals outside that, and he scored the first goal in each of the previous 2 or 3 games of this series. So he was known in this series. I mean, that's where I think Colorado got him, was for the playoffs, because he does have 1 or 2 rings. I can't remember how many he actually won with Chicago. I think he was there for 2. I want to say it was. Maybe it was only 1. I'll have to look at that. But those are 2 major free agents. I mean, they have a lot of up-and-coming young defenders, so it's not like they're going to be a terrible team by any stretch out there this year. I think they're still going to be a very dang good team. I mean, even if they don't bring back Landeskog, which, yeah, that'd be a terrible idea on their part, not to bring him back. Saad, one thing. Landeskog, bring him back. Trade Kadri if you could, because that one is going to cause you issues, and has already. Alright, anyways, let's get to scoring from this game. Alright, it took 23 seconds into the game for Devon Toews to score his first of the playoffs from Nathan McKinnon and Brandon Saad. Then, at minute 15, Nick Holden would tie the game with his first of the playoffs as well, from Riley Smith and Nicholas Waugh. Then, at 15:06 of the first, Vegas would take a 2-1 lead. William Karlsson's fourth from Alec Martinez. Now, 3:47 of the second period, Mikko Rantanen would tie the game at 2 with his 5th on the power play from McKinnon and Landeskog. It's a good back and forth game up to this point. Then at 14:27, Vegas would take the lead again, 3-2. Keegan Colasar would score his first of the playoffs from Alex Pietrangelo and Shea Theodore. At 16:52, Colorado would tie the game again. Andrei Burakovsky's first of the playoffs from Belmar and Makar. Now, that's a guy they really need more scoring from in these playoffs, I have a feeling. Well, I think a lot of the postmortems on Colorado's year this year will talk about Burakovsky having a great regular season and being almost non-existent in these playoffs. Honestly, I don't even know if he was hurt at times or not. Maybe he was. I could have missed it. But that's how invisible he was for the most part. Alright. That one, I'm sorry, I don't remember if I said that one was assisted by Belmar and Makar. And that would be it for scoring for Colorado, because at 19:42 of the second period, Alex Pietrangelo would score his first of the playoffs from Alex Tuck and Max Patre, and that would technically be your game-winning goal right there. So, this game was theoretically over just from the point of view of hindsight. It was over at that point. Colorado tried their hardest to get some scoring in that third period. It just did not work out. 11:46 into the third, William Carrier would score his first of the playoffs. A lot of first goals for the playoffs for the Golden Knights from Shea Theodore and Brayden McNabb. Then at 16:50 of the third, Max Patre would score his fourth unassisted, and that would definitely seal the deal, making it 6-3 your final score. The amazing part, Vegas scored 6 goals. Mark Stone didn't have a single point. So, there's that. So, final game of the season for Colorado, the big three on that first line, all got together on that power play goal to get their last points together for this season. And possibly for, who knows, forever maybe. Because we'll have to see what Landeskog does. Like I said, I think they'd be dumb to let him go and keep Kadri, of all people. That one, still don't understand that one, but I just don't understand how Kadri can keep screwing up. I really don't. Alright. Shots on goal were 33-23 in favor of Colorado. Faceoffs 53-47 in favor of Colorado. Colorado was 1 for 1. The power play, Vegas 0 for 1. 2 penalty minutes each. Vegas out-hit Colorado 46-42. Blocks were 34-18. Giveaways 15-1. I'm sorry, the 34-18 blocks were in favor of Vegas, and the 15 giveaways were Vegas as well. Colorado had 1 giveaway, and they still allowed 6 goals in this game. Ouch. Grubauer, not good in a game that he needed to be spectacular in. 17 saves for a .773 save percentage in the loss. Like I said, I honestly was surprised they didn't trade for a more established goalie, let's just say that. I know Grubauer, he does good, but he just, playoff wise, he has not wowed me, even back with Washington. I know he had that one year where him and Holtby were trading games, but eventually Holtby took it over anyways. But I don't know, I think they need to improve in net is one area they need to improve, and probably some depth scoring, or maybe just putting something like a shot collar on Kadri where it looks like he's about to illegally check somebody, buzz him so he stops. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say he's a dog. I'm just saying a shot collar or something like that might work. Just stop hitting people illegally. I know that's technically his first head collision, technically, but let's be honest, the one with Tommy Wingles a few years back with when he was with Toronto, when he hit him, when Wingles was on his knees against the boards and he came in and hip checked his head into the boards. Come on, that's a headshot too, but it's not a legitimate, according to the rules, headshot because he was down in the play. But it was still dirty because he did hit it from behind, and he did get suspended for that in the playoffs. Yeah, there's a theme with Kadri and playoffs. He likes to cross the line and cross it too far. Sorry, I know I keep ragging on him. I'm sorry, but let's be honest. He's going to be a lot of the Colorado fans' anger is going to be directed at him. Because honestly, I think they needed him in this series. He could have been a difference maker in this series because he would have pissed off a lot of people, I have a feeling. Alright, let's get to Marc-Andre Fleury. The winning goalie from tonight. 30 saves for 909 save percentage. Not a spectacular game by any stretch for him. Still a decently good game, and it was good enough to get the win. That's all that really matters. I mean, 10 years down the line, let's just say for some reason, I'm just going to say this, I don't know if it's going to happen, but if Vegas were to win the Cup this year, people are going to look back, oh, how did the playoffs go? Oh, look at that. Fleury got the win in Game 6 against Colorado. Awesome. How many people are truly going to look in depth into his save percentage, his goals against average, how many shots he faced? They're not. They're going to look at win, Fleury, loss, Grubauer. That's how it's going to break down in the future. So, Fleury with the win, spectacular or not, it does not matter. It's still a win. Because in the playoffs, it's win or lose. There is no tie. Alright, that is all I got for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe, share, comment, and make sure to keep an eye out because I am going to start doing my post-mortems for teams. Starting with the worst team going up to the most recently eliminated. And then I will be doing also the next day or so, once we get the schedule released as to when the games are going to occur for the third round, I am going to do my preview for those two matchups, which we already know is going to be Vegas versus Montreal, and then Tampa versus, oh god, why am I drawing a blank as to who won? Versus the New York Islanders. There we go. Tampa versus the New York Islanders. So, Tampa back in the conference finals for, I believe this is 3 years in a row? No, 2 years. Were they in 3 years ago? Or was that the year they got swept by Columbus? Yeah, I think that was the year they got swept by Columbus. Never mind. 2 years in a row. But still, Tampa, always the dangerous team, and playing with the team that's $18 million over the cap hit. I know that was a big deal for Carolina's defender, Doug Hamilton. Well, it wasn't really. He just said it in a way, just talking about how they lost, and he had to backtrack on his comments because he felt bad and that he didn't mean for it to seem like they were cheating. They technically aren't. Is it right? It's up for your own choice to believe one way or the other. I'm not going to tell you how to look at it. To me, I think if we're going to go by the salary cap, then we need to go by the salary cap, and it just seems like it's cheating, but it's not. So, it's one of those things. Should you do it? Probably not. Can you get away with it? Yeah, there's no rules technically against it, so have fun. So, yep. Alright, other than that, I will talk to you all next video. Make sure to keep an eye out for those videos coming up, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.